Day 8 of becoming an artist. I figured I'd go through some of my old work and look at the best and the worst and see how I've progressed. I need to figure out something else because this is like 6 trees worth of paper. Oh my god. Alright, here's some from day 2, and here's day 7. So objectively, these are better than my older drawings, but at the same time, I'm still a little disappointed. I think my speed is an issue. Like, I think I'm going too fast. I just feel like I'm trying to improve so many things at once. Like, I'm trying to improve my line work, I'm trying to improve my gesture, I'm trying to improve my proportions, I'm trying to improve like a method for like a structure of how to even build these things. So I don't know. Anyway, going to a cabin with my family for a few days, so I'll try and upload when I can. See ya. Day 8.2 of becoming an artist. Still working on gesture. I think I'm about done with it though. Honestly, just kind of tired of it. I think I'll be working on faces next week. But I want to say thank you to all of you that have subscribed to me and commented and liked my videos. It means a ton. I'm wanting to like actually build a community and be part of one. So can't do it without you guys. And I really appreciate y'all. Bye. Day 9 of becoming an artist. The grind literally never stops. So I don't want to jinx it, but I actually think my drawings are improving. Especially legs. Yeah, legs are definitely improving. We'll practice, record, and post whenever I get a minute. See ya. Day 9.2 of becoming an artist. I have been drawing a ton today. Been trying to figure out how to start drawing tricky poses, and I think I kind of came up with something. It's this. Like, for real. But look, this is your shoulder. Like, it's just how you orient the figure in space. Like, it's significantly easier than like trying to, draw. That's a really bad rib cage, but you get the idea. But it's really cool because you can use concepts like foreshortening to like, it's a big, it's a small, so it inherently looks like there's a distance between them. And then that also inherently gives you your center line. Seems to also work for like figures that are laying on the ground. I don't know, we'll test more in the future. See ya. Day 10.2 of becoming an artist. Time to do something I've been putting off. Faces. Actually really like that one. But I'm still figuring out the method, so I'll have to post that in just a little bit. I actually really wanted to say thank you guys for 100 subscribers on YouTube. Like, that's fantastic. I'm honestly floored by that. Like, it means so much to me. Thank y'all. Day 10.2 of becoming an artist. Still refining the shoulder method and desperately needed a break from drawing mouths. Still working on it. Work it. I was drawing a chest and I kind of liked the way it looked. It looked more feminine, so bam. I think I'm gonna draw the chest a little bit different. Day 10.3 of becoming an artist, tackling faces and mouths. Came to the conclusion that I'm drawing too small. Still figuring them out. I had a method that I'm kind of using, but I'm probably gonna have to just come up with my own. That one actually looks really nice though. That looks intentional. Day 10.4 of becoming an artist. Last video of the day, I swear. I thought if anyone is interested, I would kind of share the figure drawing technique I've kind of developed. It's not perfect, but it's mine. So basically this will work for both the front and the back, but I'm just gonna draw the front real quick. So that's your shoulder line. And that kind of gives you like this triangle shaped. So that's actually your back right there, but it also works for the front. So right there, I've kind of started on the butt. So I've kind of showed this before, but it's almost like drawing underwear. That's kind of how I imagine the hips to be. And then I kind of like just draw the legs the way I kind of envision them. So right there, that's still really sloppy, so I'm still working on that. But you at least get the general form down, Kind of imagine like a box shape. I don't know. It's still a work in progress. Day 11 of being an artist. Just a heads up, this is going to be a longer video. So here I'm thinking of how to even start the figure because I'm looking at my drawings and they look really messy when there's like a lot of overlap. So the thought is to draw the arm first, but then how do you connect the arm to the body? Like torsos are fine, it's when you start getting to limbs that are the big issue. But so far it's working reasonably well and some pretty tricky poses. I finally got an easy pose to draw, but man, I'm having a hard time with limbs. And then here's where I kind of hit on something new. I started outlining my drawings and it really seemed to make them pop. It looks like almost like a comic book art style, or at least intentional. So here I'm trying another one, and this time I actually got the arms to look reasonably well. Like those look a lot more proportional. And you turn the page and it's like, bam, the Mod Squad. Then I hit on something about getting to make creative choices. And to me, that just means I get to make decisions on what I consider aesthetically pleasing. I don't know, it feels like I have a little more control of my drawings and, like, you know, being a little more intentional. I'm not explaining myself well. Anyway, thank you for staying with this minute video. Bye. Day 11.1 of becoming an artist, starting to find my style. I feel like my figures are looking much more fluid, like they got some dynamicism to them. Dynamism. So it's like I can see myself starting to kind of like take from different pieces of like different methods. And you get to these and man, it just feels like I'm starting to like, my style is starting to click. Anyways, just excited and wanted to share that. See ya. Good morning, day 12 of becoming an artist. This video is going to be just a little bit different. I've got to get this out for my own mental health and sanity. Basically, I've gotten about 150 subscribers on YouTube in about a week. By the way, thank you for that. I feel like I just made the 100 subscriber thank you video. But my point with that is I feel like it's actually starting to kind of affect me mentally. I feel like instead of just focusing on the art process, I am just focusing on my subscriber counts and my growth and this and that. And I feel like it's actually starting to wear on me a little bit. Or at least have the focus on what it shouldn't be. I mean, the focus should be on art, right? So basically, I guess this video is kind of like a course correction for myself, just getting it out there and just kind of getting my thoughts down. So I'll be back later today with another video. I'm actually really excited about the process. I feel like I'm actually starting to develop my own style. As a side note, go listen to Caramel by Sleep Token. It's amazing. See ya. Bye. Day 12.1 of becoming an artist. What are we working on today? You guessed it, more gesture. I'll start on something else eventually. Just right now, it's just such a busy day that, you know, right now I'm going to go with what's familiar. I'm starting to see like my style actually, you know, come through a little bit more. Like there's more fluidity in a lot of these. Like I feel like my proportions are actually starting to become towards something that I like. The method I'm currently using, it actually works pretty good for like pretty much any pose I've found so far. There's still some adjustments to make, but I'm still working it out. Believe it or not, butts are actually an issue. Like I'm struggling with figuring out how to get those consistently. More gesture. And again, I feel like I'm really kind of coming into my own. Like these start to look like really lean and like lithe. So, I don't know. Day 12.1. See ya. Day 12.2 of becoming an artist. Anyone who's good at drawing faces, please help. I'm currently looking at Cynic's Designs method, and I don't hate it. It's like a piece of paper as the front of the face, and then you're drawing the nose first. Also kind of figured out a trick for drawing the nose, basically drawing any sort of like triangle. So it's like that. I actually learned this from Rodgon the artist, so all credit to him. So basically you draw the base of your nose, and then you're kind of drawing out the angle of it, and you're just kind of connecting those points. So here's one more. And then if you want to have it like way out here, then you're just connecting those 3 points. You get a long nose. Check it out. Day 12.3 of becoming an artist. I think I finally figured out heads. So it's like this. I get to kind of use that paper method from Cynic's, but then all you got to do is add the side plane. That's your chin. You got a pretty convincing head in space. One more. Not bad. Day 12.4 of becoming an artist. Honestly, I'm kind of bored with what I've been doing and I really want to start doing commissions, so give me some commission ideas. Like I'll do it for free and I'll even document the process. Just give me some ideas, please. Day 13 of becoming an artist. Holy cow, guys, that is a ton of suggestions. That's awesome though. I have options. Thank you. So I'll probably choose 2 or 3 that seem like the most fun to draw, but that'll also kind of help me improve as an artist. And yeah, I'll get back to y'all. I must reiterate, these will not be masterpieces. These will be done on printer paper and ballpoint pen. But also been kind of thinking, you know, what if that's my signature style? Like that'd be awesome. I love like how minimalistic that is. But anyway, I will return and we'll start cranking these out. See ya. Bye. Day 13.1 of becoming an artist. All right, I think I figured out what I'm gonna be working on next. Latina Kermit, self-explanatory, an OC, Pokemon, and a 6-sided die. safety frog here. Hasta luego. Muy bien. All right, the next one's an OC. I've actually never made an OC before, so that's going to be interesting. For Pokemon, I've actually been kicking around this idea for a video game for a long time, and it involves little creatures, so that's going to be really good practice for that. In the six-sided die, that was the first comment I got when I was asking for commission ideas, so I want to give it a shot. All right, bear with me on this, though. This is going to be entirely brand new to me, so I'm going to have to, figure out and make the literal thought processes for how to even start on these. So be patient with me. I'll have a lot of new content coming, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Day 13.2 of becoming an artist. I was going to draw Latina Kermit first, but truthfully, I'm not sure how to make him look Latina without being offensive. Not that I'm offensive, but, how do you make someone look Latina? See you in heaven. Day 13.3 of becoming an artist. I was just going to do those 4 commissions, but then someone got very specific, so I had to draw it. They wanted a smug pumpkin seed riding a yo-yo like a horse. So here's my first attempt. I completely forgot how to even make, what does a smug face even look like? And then here's my second. Put that on your wall. Day 13.4 of becoming an artist. Right now, I am just going back to gesture drawing. I need a break from new stuff, honestly. I think I kind of figured out a way to draw feet. I'll show you in just a second. So there's some legs. So what I kind of imagine is like you're drawing a square, and then for your toes, it's kind of like that. I don't know. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I ran out of fucking room. Okay. All right, well, that's kind of how I envision that. And then drawing hands is kind of like... I apologize, just one more time. Bear with me. Damn. There we go, okay. Apologies in advance for spamming anyone's feed, but guys, we did it. 200 plus subscribers, 203 to be exact. That's awesome. That's legitimately badass. I feel like we're gonna blink and we're gonna be at 1,000. Wink, wink. Thank you guys for the outpouring of just love and support. I'm kind of blown away about it, to be honest. I'm just so happy to be part of this community. But anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. See ya. Day 13.5 of becoming an artist. The grind never stops. I don't know, I guess I've been in an analytical mood, and I'm kind of breaking down my drawings in a way I really haven't done before. I'm critiquing the shit out of this poor figure, and I came up with this kind of mask concept. You use a cylinder, and here, I can just show you. I don't know if there's a system here. I'm trying to figure it out. I've kind of broken it down, and it looks 3D enough, but it's drawing a cylinder, kind of orients the head in space, and it's you have a mask, and then it's you kind of build the skull, and you're estimating the width, but you're kind of also deciding just how big you want the head to be. But for me, it's kind of a way to visualize across these planes and stuff. You cut these in, these could be eye slots. I'm not great at drawing faces yet, but you get the idea. There's a system here. Day 14 of becoming an artist. Another anatomy breakdown. It looks like the head method I came up with last night is still working. I'll demonstrate that in just a second. But I'm really running into issues with what to start drawing first, because if I draw the body first, then if I have an overlapping arm, it looks like shit on top of it. So I tried drawing the arms first, but then it's trying to figure out where everything else goes. But here's the head method I kind of came up with. You draw a cylinder that kind of orients it in space, makes it a mask. You draw your side plane out, kind of bring that down like you would the Loomis method. Well, it's a skull, basically. Anyway, prepare your feeds. I will be posting a lot today. See ya. Day 14.1 of becoming an artist. Actually took some advice and ended up sketching stuff in pencil first, and then went back over it with ink. My line work needs work, but I ended up hitting across something kind of cool. So let's say you have this position, or this one where they're on their hands and knees, And basically, instead of like drawing like, oh, here's your torso, here's your butt, let's hope we can get the proportions right, and then try and connect them, and then there's your leg. But so that's actually not too bad. So it's not the best example, but basically that can kind of be broken down into like a larger shape. So I don't know. To me, that just seems like a good way to get proportions down and not just having to be like trying to put these forms in space. Like if that makes any sense to anyone. So I'll be back later. See ya. Day 14.2 of becoming an artist. Here's my weekly recap to see if I've improved. Day 8 looks like we were just working on gesture and refining that. Day 9, more of the same. Woo! Keep going! Day 10, I did kind of hit on this. It was a different way of like drawing the chest to make them look or feel more masculine or feminine. And it looks like day 10, I also got brave enough to start trying faces. Day 11, I'm not quite sure what it was, but something started clicking. Day 13, more gesture, but I'm kind of starting to see like me make more decisions instead of just going off someone else's method. But it's like I'm breaking down what's working and what's not. So I can't find my day 1 papers because I'm unorganized as hell, but these are from day 3. So day 3, and then here's what I've been doing today. So not my best work, but that definitely looks like improvement. What do y'all think? Anyway, no, I had big plans today to upload a ton. I just don't have it today. Like, guys, I took a nap. A nap. Who takes naps anymore? But I promise, air quotes, that I'll be back tomorrow spamming your feeds, and I'm also working on some longer form content. So lots in the works, lots of excitement. See ya.